You're back here with Andrew from Las Vegas. Well, this is going to be a video on week 25 and week 26. So week 25, lost 2 pounds, woohoo! And week 26, 1.2 pounds. So for the 2 weeks, a total of 3.2 pounds. And over 90 pounds lost, woo! It's been 6 months. In 6 months, I've lost 90 pounds. My goal is to lose 105 pounds. So a little less than approximately 13 pounds to go. And boy, I couldn't be more excited. If someone would have told me 6 months ago that I'd be down over 90 pounds, be off my high cholesterol medicine, be off my blood pressure medicine, be off my CPAP machine, I wouldn't have believed him. I just wouldn't have believed him. I am just so ecstatic and just excited about how the progress has gone. Wanted to give you a little bit of an update. This is I might make this a separate video on shakes again, part 2, but I wanted to share this with you, some good information. I was having a hard time making strawberry shakes that tasted well, and what I was doing before was I was using frozen strawberries. Now I use fresh strawberries, but you know, protein shakes, the vanilla, J-Rob is the best tasting, but the vanilla overpowers the strawberries. So I found J-Rob unflavored. Now I tried it, the whole scoop unflavored, and it did not taste that well. So I tried a half a scoop of unflavored and a half a scoop of vanilla, and it turned out excellent. So that recipe real quickly is a half a scoop of vanilla, half a scoop of J-Rob unflavored, 1 ounce of the flavored syrups by Torrini, however you pronounce it, and I'll hold that a little closer, and a cup of ice, and a cup of fresh strawberries, and man, it turns out good. Do the exact same thing with a cup of blueberries, and you have an excellent blueberry shake, and use 1 ounce of the blueberry flavoring. So what I found in the pineapple and the banana ones is that they overpower the vanilla, but on the blueberry and strawberry they don't overpower it. Same way with caramel. Caramel overpowers the vanilla and sort of caramel vanilla flavor. Turns out really well. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on shakes and my update on that. I was watching some information about stevia, and I just wanted to share that with you. You know how much I like stevia. You know how much I think it's so much better for you. It's all natural. 30 times the sweetness of sugar versus all the other ones are anywhere from 300 to 700 times sweeter than sugar. So stevia is your best choice. But with that in mind, they've only had a couple studies, and they just completed one. First study was done some time ago. The country that uses stevia the most is Japan. That study, was all positive about stevia. What they typically do is mouse tend to have a lot of the similarities, especially in the digestive system, that we do. And so one of the studies they did was they always overdo it, with stevia in mice to determine whether something is harmful for us. So they overdid it with mice, and so they found a certain level of stevia would cause problems in your stomach. And so I think they now have translated that to humans, and I'm not 100% sure. I wish I had the documentation on that. But anyway, the person that did the documentation did it really well, and I just haven't had time to get all that for you on this video. But anyway, the bottom line is that everything in moderation, is that they recommend 2 servings of stevia per day. And so that's 2 drinks. It's in my shake. J-Rob, that's how they sweeten it, is with stevia. So that's 1. If you do a drink, that's another. So just keep that in mind. So 2 servings per day. So that's approximately 2 drinks. 4 of us was talking at the meet and greet. We all were banded, and we were talking whether weight loss surgery, particularly lap band. If it's merely a placebo, well, I just listened. I didn't say anything, and so I really have thought about that a lot since we were talking about it. And the general, I wouldn't say general, one person really promoted that it was a placebo effect, and no more than a placebo effect. And I know that for me that I put a lot of energy into the exercise and a lot of energy into the education, and so anyway, I gave it a lot of thought. And here's what I break it down in percentages. I would say the surgery was 33% of the work in me losing the weight. I would say the education was 25%. I would say that the exercising was 25%. And I would say 17% of it was sheer determination, discipline, and just sheer grit and wanting to make it happen. So that's how I look at it, and that's my opinion for me and how I look at it, what it's done for me. So I know I haven't made a video for a couple weeks, and I've decided that I'm going to make them every 2 weeks. One of the things that I was surprised in some of the videos I've watched of others is, why did they stop making them every week? There was one that hasn't made one for a couple of years, and I got so intertwined into their life. That's not a good word. I got so emotionally attached to their journey, and I thought, well, why aren't they making any more? What's going on with them? What's up with them? And I feel like the closer I get to my goal, 13 pounds to my goal, I have less to say, and it's going slower, it's taking longer, and I just expect that. One of the things people don't understand is when you become lighter, that the same amount of exercise you've done before burns off less calories. And so it just takes longer. The lighter you become just takes longer. And with that in mind, I'll make them every 2 weeks until I reach goal, and then once I reach goal, I'll probably make them every month after that. And then I'm going to focus on my bucket list I have of what the things I want to do once I reach goal, which I've shared in videos in the past. And I'll just take one at a time and give you an update on that once a month, and be a little bit more about my life and the things that I'm doing. So I haven't made videos very long. I've been under a lot of stress here lately with my work, and I'm in the ideals I might be needing to look for work here soon, in a new job, and possibly in a new location as well. So that's going on, and finances has always been a big problem. It seems like it rears its ugly head every so often. So that's been forefront in my mind, and probably bumming me out a little bit too. But and I feel like some of those things are robbing my joy of what's going on right now in my life with losing weight, because things are so much more easier when you're lighter. I tell you, just daily activities, the different things you do are just so much easier and so much more enjoyable. I am lighter now than I was when I got married, and I've been married 18 years. I'm at a weight I was in high school. I'm not, when I was a freshman in high school, I weighed 165. I weigh 193 now. And I probably weighed that senior in high school. So anyway, I'm getting into the range of the weights I weighed in high school. So it's really different. And shoe sizes are smaller. I went from a 9.5 wide to 8.5 normal. Different things like that. I went from being the worst shape in my family, and that's my family and my in-laws as well. I have some in-laws that are 80, and they were in better shape than me. When we went on walks, when we visited them, I was the one stopping at the benches when they were continuing walking on. Now I'm better in shape than anyone else. I wait for others now, which is fine. I'm glad to be in great shape. It's so much more exciting, so much more enjoyable. Life is so much better, lighter, and I feel so much younger. I truly do. I just feel like it's just great. So I just wish that the economy was better, and in turn that would affect my work better and my pocketbook and all that. And I think I would enjoy this time even greater. So, but it is what it is, and I'm moving forward. And I think in looking for work, being lighter is going to really help me. I was very intimidated in the past because of my weight. I think being lighter, I just have so much more confidence. The other thing I wanted to share with you is that I've been doing some writing, and I don't know if that's going to come out as some kind of pamphlet, or if that's going to come out as a video series or audio series. And it's about my weight loss journey and about some things that I think I might understand slightly different than most. To give you a sneak peek at that, everyone, I would say 90% of the videos start with their numbers, just like mine. I start with the numbers. And I have to wonder, is that our culture? Is that our culture of America, UK, New Zealand, Australia, Canada? Is it that culture? If we were making these videos and we lived in, say, Asia or India or those areas of the world, would we start with our numbers? I think we might not. I think we might start with what was our decisions we made this week? What things occurred during our week that allowed us to lose weight? What are the things that we did differently? What are the things we did better? And then in the video with our numbers. So anyway, I've given this a lot of thought, and I've been doing some writing, and I think our focus is inaccurate. I think our focus is on results, and it's not on our decision making. And I think if our focus was on our decision making instead of our results, what would be the outcome amongst weight loss surgery patients, weight loss surgery people? What would be their outcome? Would it be more positive? Would it be more encouraging for those? Because some are going to succeed and some are going to fail at this. And why do some fail? Is it because we're so focused on the results when we should be focused on the decisions we make? So anyway, I've started some writing on that, and hopefully in the future you'll see more of that. The thing I wanted to mention was weight training. I had through to some of my friends on YouTube at the meet and greet about weight training, and so I had done some reading and done some studying, and I was pretty decided that I was going to start doing some weight training. Basically, I wanted to flatten my chest some, and was one of the main reasons. Sort of tone it up, and anyway, my conclusion from everything I've read since the meet and greet is that for me, I think it will cause me. It's the one exercise that will cause me, in particular, and what I read was more general, that it can cause you to become more hungry. And that has always been a problem in the past, pre-weight loss surgery. So I don't want it to rear its head up again right now. What I want to do is get to goal, and then I'm going to tackle weightlifting to become more toned and do that then. But it's something stick in the back of your mind. If you find that lifting weights and weight training is causing you to become more hungry, then consider just aerobic exercise. One of the things I've read in multiple books is that aerobic exercise of 30 minutes or greater decreases the exercise. And they've actually found that to be true with anorexics that become obsessed with exercise, is that they like it because it decreases the appetite. So, for me, I have a love-hate relationship with aerobic exercise. There are days that I thoroughly enjoy it and see its benefits, and there's some days that it just seems like work or punishment, and it's really, really tough to get motivated to exercise. But overall, I tell you, it's changed my life, exercise. It really has, and I feel like I'm in the best shape I've been in my entire life. So I know I've been rambling a lot in this video, so anyway, thank you for listening, and again, I appreciate all your comments. I appreciate all my subscribers. And until next week, remember, changing your mind, and you'll change your life.